Hello, this is Yonggil from TV All Day. The Odaidumok people were a bit late in finding more detailed information about the war, so instead, I prepared the most certain content. Please enjoy it. Actually, there are too many and obvious facts about these people who harass powerless people, so I won't talk about it. There were 25 organizations under Cheosu, and they were responsible for various activities. Everyone is silently protecting their own territory, but the top 5 influential individuals are always vocal. In April 1988, there were approximately 50 individuals queued up in front of a cinema in Harbin. During that period, movie tickets were not purchased online, but rather people stood in line in this manner to acquire them. Subsequently, 4 criminals approached unsteadily and instructed the individuals at the front of the queue to step back. People behind naturally complain, "What? You guys should line up and see. Did you see?" Everyone bows their heads and silently goes back. But at this time, I hear someone saying in the movie theater, "Hey, show some respect and line up behind." Then he continues, "When he comes out of the movie theater, he knows who helped him. It's Lee Jung-kwang-hyung. If Lee Jung-kwang doesn't care, is there no one who can talk to me?" I rush in, busy talking, and subdue the movie theater employee, and Shofei cuts off the employee's Achilles tendon with a knife in front of those 50 people. When Lee Jung-kwang arrived, all the Shofei ran away, and there was no one. It was a war, and Lee Jung-kwang ordered everyone to gather. At this time, beep 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 beep. The telephone is going to ring with a beep beep sound indicating an incoming call. When I called, I heard the current director of the Public Security Office is quietly living. Hold on. I will call Shopei and make sure to compensate for that support adequately. I have to listen to Shosa's request, but from now on, Lee Jung-kwang and Shopei will become enemies. Is it a big problem? It's not a big deal, but these people in the dark society not only lose money, but also make people lifelong beggars. There was a person called Jang Si-san once more. Maybe he had some connection with Joss before. At a drinking party, when people around him talked about Joss's heroic stories, this Jang Si-san said, "Hey, what is Joss? Do you think he's a hero? I've met him, but he's just a selfish person. A selfish person." This solitary word enters the ears of avian creatures during the daytime, and enters the ears of rodents during the nighttime hours. Chosu promptly commanded Lee Jung-kwang to capture Jiangxi Mountain. Then, I struck it forcefully and the dust rose, resulting in chaos. Jiangxi Mountain is referred to as Chogum, which is a term that means Choyong. If you were previously a novice, I would have acknowledged it, but now it is futile to label you as the father of novices instead of a novice. Eventually, Jiang Sisa began identifying himself as Chosye, which signifies grandfather, and from that point onwards, his designation became Chosye. In June 1988, there was a gangster named Wen Shinwan, and he was under the command of Lee Jung-kwang. He stated that he had a conflict with the show payment in order to accompany the dancing lady at the Medial night event. This time it was the person from the Shopei side. Shopei calls someone and goes to find this Wen Shinwan again. Luckily, Wen Silla, who fled, informed Lee Jung-kwang, and Lee Jung-kwang sought Chos. "Brother, I think I need your help with this Shopei I did last time." When Lee Jung-kwang speaks like this, of course Chosu should give him some face. However, Chos, familiar with Shopei's psychopathic nature, can't intervene directly like you two. "I will give you money to support you. If you do not solve it cleanly, you might end up being the one who gets hurt later because Shopei is a psychopath." Remember, they say, Lee Jung-kwang assigns his subordinates to find Shopei's whereabouts after 2 months of investigation. At that time, Shopei went back to his hometown with only a few subordinates and said he attended a wedding. At the wedding, Lee Jung-kwang ends up catching the thief. "I bring a big bang and bring it in front of Lee Jung-kwang. What should we do about the damage our children suffered last time?" When asked, Shopei said, "Didn't I get it right this time? Then is it fair for the child?" I respond, "If you apprehended me at this moment, would you simply release me and inquire, 'Will you permit me to depart?' and discharge a firearm at my right leg, and subsequently sever the Achilles tendon on my left ankle using a sharp implement, and even that fails to fulfill his desires. His right hand Fragment the bone by swinging the gun, breaking it into pieces. Then, use your left hand to clean yourself thoroughly. What is this? Chopper was admitted to the hospital and is solely focused on seeking revenge by setting free all of their subordinates. These guys, what day and time should we meet for the war and where? Let's fight properly once, not like this. It's a surprise attack, you know? Why? Because our skills are all similar. If someone with bad luck gets caught first, then while that's happening, Shopei's subordinate, Lu Chang, and Zhang Songri will meet Heo Ukwang from the Knights. They give 500 won to a pretty woman and tell her to go and bring that He Wukwang. King Heo Uk realized more members were required due to the organization's size. The woman brings 2 glasses of alcohol to Heo Wukwang. Oppa, I got involved in a game. Would you like to have a drink with me? Anyway, while they were drinking, a woman proposed going out together. Hao Guang, being cautious, was skeptical, but eventually took the bait and fell into the trap. When we exited together and entered a taxi, Lu Chang and Jiang Sunglin were present. I repeatedly stabbed in the taxi, enduring the severity. Despite sustaining multiple stab wounds, I managed to survive until reaching the hospital. I learned that I even admitted to Li Zhongguang that I was responsible for the act before taking my own life. Li Zhongguang mobilized his subordinates to locate Lu Chang and Zhang Sungling, but Lu Chang had already fled to a different city, leaving him only able to locate Zhang Sungling with great difficulty. At that time it was already December, and Harbi said that China was an ice city, so it was the perfect time for it to be frozen. They caught a fish in the Songhua River, and then they made a hole in the ice on the Songhua River. And Harbi just tied it tightly with a rope and put it in the ice hole, and after a while, took it out again. You know the back of the fish, right? I broke everything. Afterwards, I put it in the ice hole and then retrieved it later. After a while, I broke my left hand again. Surprisingly, I even named it Pingtang Huru. Li Sengguang is also known for being harsh. While playing like that, when Zhang Sung suddenly died, I buried him in an ice hole. Did you feel it? Their fights have grown increasingly brutal, progressing from simply fabricating a leg out of thin air to using a murder weapon. From the upcoming meeting, it will progressively become more brutal. See you next time. Thank you.